Hey everyone, Trina here, back with a fun new video. I got my new paints today from Schmincke. I've got 3 sets of paints. I really only ordered this one, and then I ordered these right after because I have a problem and no self-control. Okay, so these are the haze set. There's actually 5 in this set, but they sell them in these packs of 3. So we've got the haze brown, the haze indigo, and the haze rose. So those are going to be fun to play with. I'm not sure that I will do all of them today, but we're going to see. And then these are part of their natural series. This one's called Liquid Earth. So we've got the sanguine and the, what is that, liquid umber, and then finally liquid chalk, which I believe is a white. Okay, so that's pack 2. And then we've got the liquid charcoal, which is really what I'm excited about. We've got grapeseed black, cherry pit black, and peach stone black. Like I said, these are all part of their natural series of paints. So I thought we'd do a quick little swatch, as much as I can do. I'm not a good swatcher. And then do a painting with some of these and see what colors we can get. Because I've seen these mixed together and they're kind of fabulous. Like, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm a earthy, natural, love neutral paint. So this is probably going to be the best day of my life. Okay, let's get started. So let's start off with, this is the Desert Rose color. Doesn't look very rosy to me, but we're just going to put down some. These work best when they're wet. And they have to dry, so we're going to put down some pigment. I'm going to do this pretty quickly because oh, it does look rosy. Look at that. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put down a little bit more. Well, that looks like fun. Let's bring it down just a little bit more. See how it fades. Okay, we might have to fill up 2 whole pages here. We've got a lot of paint to get through. This is the brown color. Do a little dry. Make it more wet. I'm trying not to mix them together. And I was very surprised when I got back from my photo shoot today and these were here because they weren't supposed to be here till Monday. So yay me. Okay, that's really cool. And then the indigo, which is one I'm most excited about. I mean, I love that pink, but I feel like this is going to be my favorite. And I can't wait to try it out with the, like, honestly, with the charcoal set. Okay, that's really pretty. That's very close to a Payne's Gray, and y'all know how much I love a Payne's Gray. Love Payne's Gray. Okay, let me squeeze out the next section. Okay, so the first one that we're going to swatch in the next set, the Liquid Earth. The first one is the Liquid Umber. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's beautiful. Look at that. I'm going to have to make these smaller. I'm not going to be able to fit them. Oh, I got a little blue on there. That's not supposed to happen. Let's get rid of that. Clean your brush, Trina. Okay. I'm going to have to make these a little... I got enough room, I think. But I want to see how they granulate. That is the beauty of the Schmincke colors, is that they're very granulated. I love, look at this palette we got going here. Okay, let's do the sanguine, which looks like a umber color. Sort of a red, maybe Venetian red color. And we're just gonna, let's just see how that can see the separation already happening in that one. And then lastly is the chalk, which I'm not sure you're going to be able to see because it's pretty, it's white, basically. Made from chalk. So that one's going to be, we're not going to be able to see that one very well. But we'll put it down anyway just to complete the swatches. Okay, let me squeeze out the next ones. Okay, the first one we got here is the Cherry Pit Black. And it looks like a warmish color. Oh, wow, I love black. Love black. How fun are these going to be to mix together? We might just have to do a little play of mixing colors together. Okay, so that's the Cherry Pit. The next one I put down, oh God, I don't remember. The next one is the Peach Stone Black. And I'm assuming these are made from peach stones, maybe? That's why they're called, the names they have. Ooh, that one's really fun. Oh, that granulation. Texture. Imagine what these are going to look like. Oh, imagine that blue with that sepia tone. Okay, so the last one is the Grapeseed Black. It's our last. I told you I wasn't very good at swatching. I'm impatient. I just want to paint. But I kind of like to do this occasionally, especially when I get 9 new colors in, which is phenomenal. And I'm not one of those people that is going to draw grids. I don't paint in squares, so it doesn't work for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let these dry, and then we'll come back and do some fun mixing. And then probably I want to go through and maybe paint a little landscape. So let's let that dry and we'll come back. Okay, these are pretty dry. That one's dry. Love it. Love all of it. Like, I'm just super excited I think this is a really good palette for me. Like, it feels like something that I would, if I had to hand pick colors, like a hint of pink and orange and blue, and this umber color is just phenomenal. Okay, so let's do some mixing. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a little bit of the Cherry Pit, and I right off the bat want to mix it with some of this indigo, because why not? Okay, I'm going to keep moving my palette around here, and I'm probably not going to write these combos down because it's not really that important to me. I just want to see how they kind of go together. I really want to try out this chalk with something. I think that umber color is calling my name. The chalk is kind of fabulous. It's really light, but I think it's going to give us some really fun colors. You can even kind of mix them all together. See how that works. And these should lift pretty easily once they're dry. But we're just swatching. This is how I usually just sort of play with my colors. What happens if we add some of this? Are we going to get a green color? Like a greeny gray color? Yeah, kind of greeny gray. It's pretty light though. There wasn't a lot of pigment on that one. That's okay. What about if let's take the sanguine or the umber color, and it's kind of, I'm thinking I want to try the peach stone with it, which is this one. I was way too much black, but ooh, look at that. It's making a very nice sort of green, browny color. Love that. Okay, what if we added, hey, well, why don't we just add a little that chalk. It makes sort of a light color. Makes it a little lighter. Let's try mixing some of the sanguine with the cherry pit, I think. That should give us sort of a, almost like a burnt umber kind of feel. That's a little, that's more of a brown, like a, I don't know what you call that. But I'm loving this color. That color. The umber and the cherry pit, fabulous. Let's try, what if we mixed a little bit of this grapeseed with the umber? Okay, we might need more of the grapeseed. And there might have been a little chalk in there too. It feels kind of similar. What we got going on there? I wonder if we can get, let's pull out a little bit more of that chalk color and just add it into this blue. Let's see what we get. I'm curious to know if it's gonna make it like a light blue. Ooh, it's like a really beautiful gray. Oh, that's just phenomenal. Look at that. Yeah, I like that. What happens if we add some sanguine to that? What are we gonna get there? Ooh, look at that. That's really pretty. I mean, if you don't like brown, you're gonna hate this set. If you don't like brown. Let's finish up with, I'm gonna add some of the peach stone. Actually, we're just gonna mix this all together. That's looking very blue. Ooh, look at that gray. That's giving like thundercloud, seascape vibes. I like how these are mixing together, right? I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, I can already see my color palette forming. Like painting over and blending them together. Like, wow. Okay. Bit of almost drier brush. You can go back in and pretty much remove paint. You can see how that's coming up. Okay, I need to let this dry before we start on a piece. So I think it's probably going to be, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Definitely this color. Definitely some of the umbers, but we might need to clear some space on the palette and let this dry so we can flip it over. Okay, everything's all dry here. So let's flip to a new page in the sketchbook. I think I'm gonna work on this side over here. I just realized these were perforated. That's kind of cool. Okay. I want to start out with some pencil marks. Okay, so I'm gonna just make some pencil marks here. This is my General's black pencil. This pencil is really cool because it can make really dark marks. It can also make really thin marks. So we can do a bit of both. I kind of like the idea of adding pencil marks in, and I kind of want to bring it down this way. Try to give myself a little guide almost as to what we're doing. Let's divide the page up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this right through here. Give it something to sort of add on to. I'm gonna start off with the haze pink, I think, because I thought that was a really nice color. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using any aqua pasta today, but we'll see. So let's just bring this, let's start off with some light layers. Try not to get too dark too quickly. I think I want to come in with a little bit of the haze brown, which I believe is this one, maybe. And I'm gonna try not to use all the colors. Well, maybe I'll use all, I don't know. We're just gonna kind of put down some stuff and see what happens. It's nice that that pencil didn't lift. Put that a little more of that. Let's come in with the back of our X-Acto knife. I'm just gonna put in some more lines through here. And those are gonna get a little darker as the paint dries. So I like where that's going. Maybe a little bit more of that coming down through here. Try to leave a little bit of white. So I mixed up a little bit of the sanguine. These colors are just phenomenal. They're just phenomenal. Okay, I want a little bit more of that color. I kind of want it to come up there a little bit. Okay, that's maybe a little too wet. And then I think I want to come in with the stencil. I need to pick a color though. Let's start with a little bit of the umber. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of the cherry pit. Not a lot, just a little. Let's see how that, oh, that's fun. Okay, we might need to let this dry for a bit before we continue on. Okay, I'm gonna, while that's drying down there, I'm gonna add a little bit more of that umber color in there, and then I'm gonna scrape back in a little bit, make some marks through here. Okay, so now I'm gonna come in with a little bit of that blue, that indigo that we made. I'm just gonna put a little bit through here. It's almost like a greenish blue. Oh, that's really nice. And I think I want to bring some of it down through here. I'm thinking like right through there. Let that color overlap a little bit. Maybe make some marks through here as well. When you're using the knife, I use the back of it because I don't want to scrape up my paper too much. Okay. So I've got a little bit of the umber and the peach stone black. I didn't really mix them together. I just sort of put them on my brush. So we're just going to kind of dab them on here. Let's see what happens there. Try not to cover up the entire page like I normally do. I might need a little bit more water. We might have to experiment with these. I think I want to use some, like with the credit card, scraping and spraying, because I think those would be really nice. Let me get out my smaller brush here real quick. You know what might be nice is having a little bit more of that of this color. The pink is kind of popping in here a little bit. Yeah, these colors are amazing. I love it. I just love it. I couldn't be happier right now. I really couldn't. Do a little dry brush of that color through here. It's like a pinky purple, but you can see how granulating you can get, like right through there. Okay, I think I want to bring a little bit more of this blue color, the blue, brown, black that we mixed together. I'm just going to put a little bit in here as well. I feel like it needs a little bit more of that dark and some spots. Maybe a little wetter. That's nice. I might continue it down just a little bit into this spot in here. Oh, I like that. I like that shape that we got there. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and then I might put some lines in it, but I think I'm pretty much done. I don't want to overdo it, which I can do relatively easily. I never know when to stop, so I'm trying to make myself stop at a point, do something, and stop. I really like these lines through here. I think those are really cool lines. And what it's gonna look really cool when we add in some of the black marks. Okay, so I've already got a few little lines here, so I'm gonna come in with just a little bit of the carbon paper through here. Oh, that's really nice. Love those marks. And I kind of want to add a little bit of the raw umber. And I think I'm going to do just some lines through here. Ooh, that's nice. That is really striking with the colors we got there. I think it looks really cool. Maybe just a couple of more. And maybe, might be kind of nice to have like a bit of a thicker line going through here. That gives it a little, that brings it around. And maybe like that. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's what I think I'm done. Okay, let's look at it with the matte. Okay, here it is with the matte. I like it. I like it. I love these colors. There's so many color combinations that we're going to be able to get out of this 9 colors. And I also have my other Schmincke colors to use. So I think in all I've got like 14 colors. And that's probably going to be my palette for a while, is this earth tone blue. I think we can explore more with the blue, and the chalk I think is going to be really fun. Love the scribbles. Actually love the stencil. What happened here? Feels almost like rocks, but it gave it a really nice texture. I like adding the blue there because it kind of brings our eye around, and that pop of orange is really nice too. Oh, and I really like these lines here. The colors are great. And like I said, we can explore a whole bunch of different types of things. So it'll be really interesting, I think, to only use the colors, the Schmincke colors in the sketchbook, and we'll just sort of play and explore together and figure out what we like, what we don't like. So let me know in the comments what you think, if it's something that you would try yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.